Hello everyone, welcome to Oracle F1 channel. In this video tutorial we are going to see what is Exadata and Oracle Exadata configuration and architecture overview. Let's move on to one by one. We'll see on what is Exadata and its features and the configuration and architecture level. This tutorial is for beginners as well as for experienced such as DBAs who are just starting to learn Exadata and cover some of the very basic questions like what is Exadata, it is architectures, how to prepare the things before migrating database to engineered system like Exadata. Alright. Now the question is what is Exadata? Oracle provides, Oracle offers Oracle Exadata Machine is a combined compute DB server as well as storage cell system optimized for running Oracle database softwares. So it is combined usage of database servers as well as storage system. The Exadata Machine described, combined usage of Oracle engineered systems. So in this diagram you can see the Exadata servers and its hardware configuration. First one is 8th rack. It has 2 compute nodes and 3 cells servers. 2 compute nodes and 2 database servers as well as 3 cell servers, 3 cell servers like a storage system. And another thing, 1/4 rack, 2 compute nodes and 3 cell servers, same like 8th rack node. And another thing is half rack, 4 compute nodes and 7 cell servers. And the full rack, it has 8 compute nodes and 14 cell servers. 14 storage servers. Okay. So this is the full Exadata rack machine. Like first layer it is storage server and another layer database server and third layer infinite band leaf switches and there is Cisco Networks AVM. So that is third layer, and the fourth layer again database servers, and the final down the bottom down the layer storage servers, and again infinite band spine switch. In middle of that layer it is infinite band leaf switches. In the down the layer infinite band spine switches. So you can see the layer of the database machine, the engineered Exadata machines, how it is looks like, how it is configured. It is first, if it is eight rack machine. So storage servers, database servers, and then middle of the layer infinite band switches and database servers and storage servers. So it is 2 and 8 like that. You can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Alright. Okay, let's move on to next slide, and we are going to see the brief explanation of the each and every command in order to describe that Exadata component structures. That libcell, which is a library that is linked with the Oracle kernel. Libcell has a code that knows how to request data via IDB protocol. And another command, cell service cell services CLSRV, that is cell services, is the primary software that runs on the storage cells. It is a multi-threaded program that services input output request from a database server. And another thing is management server, MS. MS is a Java program that provides the interface between cell services and the cell command line interface, cell CLI utility. MS also provides the interface between cell server services and the grid control Exadata plugins. And another restart server, RS. RS is actually a set of processes that is responsible for monitoring the other processes and restarting them if necessary. And also input output resource manager, 10RM. 10RM manages IO, input output, at the storage cell by organizing incoming input outputs request into queues according to the database name, category or consumer group that initiated the request. It then services these queues according to the priority defined by them in the resource plan. That is input output IO/RM managers works like this. And InfiniBand switches. InfiniBand switches and cables to form a 40 GB per second InfiniBand fabric for database server to Exadata storage server communication and rack internode communication. Cell init.ora and cell IP.ora. After Oracle Exadata storage server is configured, the database server host must be configured with the cell init.ora and the cell IP.ora files to use the cells. Let's move on. The files are located in the etc Oracle cell network-config directory of the database server host. These configuration files contain IP addresses, not host names. Cell init.ora, these files contain the database IP addresses. Cell IP.ora, this file contains the storage cell IP addresses. Example, quarter-rack Exadata machines contain 2 compute DB, 2 nodes and 3 cells storage servers. Below picture shows the IP configurations. Like I have provided some names like IP names 192.168.56.101 and 192.168.56.102. This belongs to compute nodes. And again, coming to cell servers point, 192.168.58.201 and 192.168.58.202 and 192.168.58.203 belongs to cell servers. So it is single instance DB server and rack DB. This is single instance, this is rack DB. You can see single ASM cluster and rack DB ASM. Okay. So it is using through the IDB protocol over the InfiniBand with the path failover, InfiniBand storage network layer, and then cell control utility CLI, cell CLI, DCLI. So you can use that, you can call through the SSH, you can use it under the Oracle Linux, cell services and IORM and MS and RS, Exadata cell. There are quarter rack, it has 3 cell services and 2 DB nodes, I mean 2 compute nodes. Okay. This is the diagram clearly explaining you guys to understand how to quarter rack Exadata machines configured for 2 compute nodes and 2-3 cell storage servers. Okay. Coming to Exadata overview about architecture. About Exadata. What is Exadata? Exadata is a database appliance designed by Oracle that has competency to provide support to a combination of database systems such as OLTP, online transaction processing, and OLAP, online analytical processing. The transactional and analytical database system respectively, Exadata offers its users an enhanced functionality relating to enterprise class databases and their associated workloads. And why Exadata? Why we need to use Exadata? The Oracle Exadata machine is the world's most secure database machine. It is engineered to be the top performing and the best available platform for running the Oracle database. This simple and fast implement machine protocols and powers your most important database and is the perfect foundation for a consolidated database cloud. Alright, and then when to use Exadata? Which type of customers to use Exadata? Oracle Exadata is the best for customers who consider the data warehousing and the consolidation of the database. Enterprises are targeting faster growth and striving to become more responsive to market fluctuation and client requirements must implement pioneering technologies like Oracle Exadata. The performance of the Oracle Exadata is very comparatively all other database machines and servers. It is very splendid performance, and it has provided that highly security consideration as well. Here is the architecture of Exadata machine. So this is a rack machine like Exadata EXM machine. So single instance database and Oracle RAC database. So here is a DB server, DB instance, DBRM, ASM, IDB protocol in between in the network layer, and then storage shell, cell services, MS, RS, cell CLI. So disk with the storage files, ASM. Okay. This is the configuration. This is the architecture of Exadata machines in built-in like database servers and storage servers in between the network layer. So on the other side, Oracle RAC database, how it look like: DB server, DB instance, DBRM, ASM, and then network layer, IDB protocol through, and storage cell, cell services, MS, RS, cell CLI, disk with the storage files, right? Components of Exadata storage server. Exadata is another storage device which has CPU, memory, disk, network cards, NIC, and operating system Oracle Linux are most important for Exadata storage software server. There are mainly three services which run on cell server for the processing, which are cell services. Cell service, this is the primary component of Exadata cell which provide all the Exadata storage services. This process communicates with the database server for providing database blocks. And then next one, MS management server. MS service provide an interface to DB for communicating or managing cell server. Cell CLI is the command line tool that Exadata DBA used for performing Exadata administrative services. And then RS restart server. This service is to make sure the functioning the Exadata server. RS monitors cell survey, and then MS for liveliness and resorts them whenever required. Okay, let's move on. And four main feature of Exadata storage server. The flash cache intelligent caching storage server usually have two kinds of storage: hard disk and flash cache. Flash cache is a fast storage device used to keep most frequently accessed data for faster access. Whenever there is a requirement of a block, it is first looked into flash cache. If the available returned to the server without going to hard disk for reading the block. This is a common feature in the storage server. Number two, hybrid columnar compression. HCC. Compression is used for reducing storage consumption for large database. In this technique, a logical unit called the compression unit is used to store hybrid columnar compressed rows at the time of data loading. Column values are detached from rows grouped and then compressed. After compression, this is fit into the compression unit. Number 3, smart scan processing. In the Exadata storage server has got an intelligence to filter data at the storage level rather than transferring it into the database server. Exadata Smart Scan works filtering for the following kind of queries. Predicate filter in a query with where clause only blocks with the satisfying where clause condition will only go with the database server, not the entire table. Column level filtering. Suppose in a select query like select name age from employee is executed on DB server by DBA, then only columns name and age data will send to the database server, not all the columns of table. Join processing. All join processing are done at storage level itself, so only filtered data is sent to the DB server. Very good, right? That is a smart scan feature. And fourth one, IO resource management. In a traditional database environment, if you have more than one database running on a shared storage server, large queries from the one database can use more resources and cause of a performance issue for other databases. Another case, a batch sub has started on 1 by 1 DB by a DBA which has performance trouble into LTP database. Okay, these are all the 4 main features of Exadata storage server. Smart Flash Cache Intelligence Catcher, hybrid columnar compression, smart scan processing, and IO resource management. Managing Exadata mission. Some important utilities used in the managing Exadata missions. These are Cell CLI. Earlier we have seen the previous slides also. Cell CLI, the Exadata storage server. To manage this, Oracle provides a command line tool, Cell CLI, Cell Command Line Interpreter. All the cell related commands are entered through the Cell CLI. DCLI. The scope of the Cell CLI command is a cell where is the run, not in other cells. Sometimes we may want to execute a command across multiple cells from one command prompt to example shutting down multiple nodes. There is another command line tool for the DCLI. And another tool, SQL. Once the cell disk are made available to the database nodes, the rest of the work is similar to what happens in the typical Oracle database in the language you use every day, SQL Plus. SQL Plus is the interface many DBA use. You can also use an interface such as Oracle SQL Developer. If you have grid control, there are a lot of commands you don't even need to remember. They will be GUI based. And another utility tools like ASM-CMD. ASM-CMD is the command line interface of the managing ASM resources like disk groups, backups, etc. etc. SRVCTL. SRVCTL is the command line interface managing Oracle database 11 to rack clusters at the database level. Most of the commands related to cluster, example starting, stopping cluster resources, checking for status, etc. can be done through this interface. CRSCTL. CRSCTL another tool to manage cluster as of 11 to 11.204. 12.201. Like that, the need to use this tool is dwindled to near zero, but there is at least one command in this category. Alright. So this is a pictorial diagram describe about the command line usage, a compute node, commands used. So compute node, database instance running, and like you can see, that's a file system, value and partition, like commands used SQL Plus, SRVCTL, CRSCTL, SQL Plus, ASM-CMD, Cell CLI, DCLI, Linux, command, etc. fdisk like. So database machine, ASM disk group, ASM disk. This is the in the database compute node you can use. And storage cell, I mean in the compute nodes, database instance, ASM disk group, ASM disk, and file system value. So this one you can use this command SQL Plus, SQL Plus, SRVCTL, and CRSCTL, SQL Server Plus, ASM-CMD, like this. And in the coming down to the storage level, you can use the Cell CLI. So grid disk, cell disk, partition, physical disk, partition. So you can get this output from Cell CLI, DCLI, Linux commands like etc. fdisk like that. So this commands used to compute node and the storage cell. Alright, coming to migrating database to engineered system like database Exadata, and what we need to do, like migration preparations is essential for migrating database to single instance database or rack cluster database to engineered system like Exadata. First we need to prepare the source database upgrade to 11.204 or 12.201, and then hardware upgrade, drop unnecessary schema object and prepare the source database side, and then prepare the Exadata system ASM configuration, install latest versions, I mean the binaries, cluster web binaries, and review Exadata critical issues. So we need to prepare like this way to migrating database to engineered system. Note, there are many ways to migrate to Exadata. The best way depends on your environment and goal. So that is there are many ways to migrate the Exadata, but we need to find our own goal, own way to migrate based on your environment specific. All right. Okay. Okay, I got references taken from this MOS notes, Exadata database mission and Exadata storage server supported versions like MOS note, Exadata critical issues. You can use go ahead with this reference for this more detail. So here it is. I have given some of the overview only. Okay, in my next video we can go ahead with some of the 5 new feature about Oracle Exadata. So we'll see you on next video. Okay, until then, see you on next video. Important feature of Exadata. Until then, stay tuned. Thank you very much.